Welcome dear children, welcome to another video session. In this video, we are going to see the summary of chapter 6, Combustion and Flame. Children, we used to burn different substances like a candle or a piece of paper. We used to burn firewood, charcoal or LPG for household purposes. Fuels like petrol, diesel, they are used in our vehicles. You have noticed that some of the substances they will catch fire very easily, whereas some other substances it will take some time for them to catch fire. And there are a third group of substances which does not catch fire at all. So children, the process by which a substance burn in the presence of oxygen to produce energy, mainly in the form of heat and light, the process is called combustion. There are different factors influencing the burning process. We will see these factors in detail in our remaining discussion. So children, let us see the mind map of the chapter. Children, let us see the mind map of the video. Chapter 6, Combustion and Flame. In the first section of the chapter, we have learned about what is combustion. As I said earlier, combustion it is a process by which substances burn in the presence of air or oxygen to give out energy, mainly in the form of heat or light. So combustion, based on combustion takes place, substances we can classify into two. They are combustible substances and non-combustible substances. Substances which can undergo combustion, we can classify them as combustible substances, whereas the substances that do not catch fire or do not undergo combustion, we can classify them as non-combustible substances. Next, we have seen the factors which are necessary for combustion. This we discussed during our interactive session. Like there are mainly three things which are needed for a combustion to take place, that are presence of a fuel, that is a combustible substance. The second thing is presence of air or oxygen, and the third thing it is a heating agent or a source of heat. You might have noticed different things catches fire at different points. Not all substances they will catch fire taking equal amount of time. So why children it is like so? It is because there we have seen the concept of ignition temperature. So every substance should be heated, every combustible substance should be heated to its ignition temperature. So when it is heated beyond the ignition temperature, combustion takes place. So what is ignition temperature? This is a minimum temperature needed for a combustible substance to catch fire. This ignition temperature is different for different combustible substance. For example, kerosene, it have an ignition temperature which is different from that of paper, which is different from that of a firewood. So that is the reason behind why substances catch fire at different point of times. Next, we have seen the different types of combustion. Based on the nature of combustion, there are mainly 4 types of combustion. They are slow, rapid, spontaneous and explosion. So we have seen what is a slow combustion. This type of combustion, it takes place at a very low temperature, and the amount of heat or light generated may not be noticeable or even not generated. Example are digestion or the process of rusting of iron. All these are taking place in the presence of oxygen, but we can't even notice the changes at a certain point of time. It is a gradual change. Next is rapid combustion. Some substances they catch fire rapidly in order to produce heat and light. For example, burning of a matchstick or burning of an LPG. They will catch fire so rapidly. So such type of combustion we will call them rapid combustion. Next is spontaneous combustion. This type of combustion takes place by its own, or there is no need of any apparent outside cause. For example, forest fire or burning of sodium or phosphorus. The burning will take place at room temperature without any external cause. Such type of combustion we will call them spontaneous combustion. And the last one is explosion. Explosion is a type of combustion which takes place with the liberation of huge amount of gases along with the light and sound. You might be very familiar with the burning of firecrackers that we may use during festivals, or explosives like bombs. All of them explode with emission of huge amount of gases along with sound and light. Such kind of combustion reaction we will call them explosion. So, based on the nature of combustion, we have mainly 4 types of combustion: slow, rapid, spontaneous and explosion. Next is based on availability of the air. For combustion, we have 2 types: complete and incomplete combustion. So, what is a complete combustion? When there is sufficient amount of air or oxygen is welcome to another for combustion, we will call them complete combustion, and the fuel will burn completely without producing much pollutants. When the amount of oxygen present in air is less, incomplete combustion will take place. It will produce lot of pollutants like harmful gases and particulate matter. So, based on the availability of oxygen in air in combustion, it can be classified into 2: complete and incomplete combustion. Next, we have seen the methods, different methods that we are using for extinguishing fire. So, we have learned previously what are the different factors essential for combustion. They are fuel, presence of air and presence of a heating agent. Now, in order to put out fire or extinguish fire, what all things we needed? We need to cut out any of these things so that combustion won't spread or take place. So, either we can extinguish the fire either by cutting out the air supply or removing the fuel or reducing the ignition temperature. Then next we have learned about the concept of flames. You might have seen flames while a candle is burning or a kerosene lamp is burning, whereas we could not notice flames in the case of a burning of charcoal. So, children, when the fuel vaporizes on heating, such fuels can produce flames. Fuels which cannot vaporize on heating, they won't produce flames. We have seen the structure of a candle flame or the different zones in a candle flame. And after flames, we have discussed about fuel. What is a fuel, children? Fuel means any substance that can burn in the presence of oxygen to produce energy or heat in a controlled manner. For example, fuels like petrol, diesel or gas. Fuel can be either solid, liquid or gas. We have seen the characteristics of an ideal fuel or how to calculate the efficiency of fuel using its caloric value. Next, we have seen about the harmful effects of burning fuel. What are the different harmful gases emitted while burning a fuel, and global warming resulted by the emissions of burning fuels. So, our mind map is all about that, children. We have discussed about what is combustion and the classification of substances based on the combustion, next factors necessary for combustion, and the ignition temperature we have learned. We have learned different types of combustion, flames, fuels, and the harmful effects of burning fuel. So, dear children, hope this video help you to get the summary of chapter 6, combustion and flame. We'll see you all during interactive sessions. Thank you for watching.